Moving on to the track and parading for the first, a 1,000-yard allowance event for quarter horses and thoroughbreds. These are 3-year-olds. Number 1 is Fast Per Se, owned by Thomas Halash, trained by Angelo Ticos Jr., ridden by Francisco Orduna Rojas. Number 2, Big Creek, owned by David Hinkins, trained by Adan Farias, ridden by Eric Garcia. 3, Fort Bridger, raced by Ariel Moreno, trained by Jorge Farias. The rider is Ricardo Ramirez. 4, Sinsepi, raced by Gerald Hartley, conditioned by John Cooper and guided by Juan Leon. Number 5, Nishiko, raced by Brian Carney, prepared by Duff Scheidacker. The rider is Anthony Locke. 6, Think of Anita, Barrington Harvey is the replacement rider. Barrington Harvey with the pickup mount on Think of Anita, trained by Gennaro Vallejo for Roger Fessler, Baldo Peseta and Alex Spaciano. Number 7, Take It to the Bank, races for RD Race Stable. Brian Levine, John Lovett et al. Is trained by Rafael de Leon and ridden by Edgar Payeras. This race opens the $1 the odds-on favourite, Fort Bridger. Racing! Fort Bridger off quickly, headed by Sinsapi in the hot pink. Fast Per Se showing some speed along the inside. Think of Anita will be 4th onto the main track. Big Creek is 5th. A couple of lengths Take It to the Bank, and the trailer is Nishiko, with 7 lengths covering the field. The quarter horse, Sinsapi, is one of the leaders, but could not shake loose, is being headed now by both Fort Bridger and Fast Per Se. Sinsapi a close 3rd on the outside. 1 length to Think of Anita. Big Creek improving along the inside. Take It to the Bank's going to split horses, starting to come home well in the all-white. Reaching the top of the stretch, Fort Bridger outside Fast Per Se. Together by 3 lengths over Big Creek and Take It to the Bank still running on. Fort Bridger shading Fast Per Se, who's gallant on the inside, but the favourite Fort Bridger has the measure of Fast Per Se and pulls clear to win by 3/4 of a length. Take It to the Bank was 3rd, Big Creek 4th. Victory to Fort Bridger, rewarded for some consistent efforts day and night at Los Alamitos in recent months. He's a bay gelding by Gio Ponti from the Harlan's Holiday Dam, Lana's Fortune, bred in Ontario by Adina Springs, owned by Ariel Moreno, trained by Jorge Farias, ridden by Ricardo Ramirez.